An alarming new COVID variant raising concerns around the world. The WHO labeling the newly named Omicron variant a variant of concern, first detected in South Africa and quickly spreading. President Biden ordering a travel ban effective Monday for foreign nationals from South Africa and 7 other countries on the continent. Canada, the UK, and EU are issuing similar bans. The president warns there's a lot we still don't know about the variant, which seems to spread rapidly. Scientists warn this new variant could be more transmissible than the Delta strain. It contains a large number of mutations. Dr. Anthony Fauci says it's too soon to tell if it can evade current vaccines. Here in the U.S., health officials on high alert for the new variant. Delta currently makes up nearly all new cases. At least 35 states report an increase in infections, hospitalizations on the rise for 3 weeks in a row.
The rain didn't deter them, as thousands again marched through the streets of Sydney CBD with one key message.
No to the vaccine.
The whole thing's a scam as far as I'm concerned.
Crowds spilled into Hyde Park, filling most of it this afternoon, with signs as colourful as their points of view.
We are here to show that not everybody agrees with what the government has decided for us.
It was tense at times as police held the line, moving some protesters on, including on the Gold Coast, where One Nation leader Pauline Hanson made an appearance.
We want our freedom. We want our choice. It is our choice what we put into our bodies.
While in Melbourne, protesters directed their anger at Premier Daniel Andrews.
I just believe we should be able to live with freedom the way we always have.
And while in Sydney there were no arrests, expect more demonstrations like these in the weeks to come.
Emmanuel Macron has accused Britain of not being serious about dealing with the migrant crisis involving the two countries. He's been speaking 2 days after 27 people drowned trying to reach the UK. Mr. Macron confirmed that European interior ministers will meet on Sunday, but without their British counterpart Priti Patel. France withdrew its invitation to Priti Patel after Boris Johnson released a letter outlining steps he wanted France to take to prevent crossings.
This is not your regular protest site. A river used to flow from right here. When it dried up, some Iranians turned up to protest. This is how they were forced to leave. Their tents were set on fire. That was the sound of gunfire. Iran's riot police fired that shot. They were tasked with cleaning up the area. Those leaving these camps are the farmers of Isfahan. Their fields are thirsty. These farmers use water from the Zayan Derud River for irrigation. But for much of the year now, that river runs dry.
The front line is not an unfamiliar terrain for Ethiopia's Prime Minister. But this time, Abiy Ahmed, who also holds the rank of Lieutenant Colonel, has returned to the battlefield to rally his troops for what he calls an existential war. Video released by the government shows Abiy with soldiers who are fighting against Tigray rebels in the Afar region.
What you see behind me is a mountain area that was a stronghold for the enemy until yesterday. Now we've managed to clear the area fully. The morale of the defence forces is really great. The war is being undertaken with great feat. Now we've taken Kasagita. Today we will take over Shifra and Burqa. We will continue until Ethiopia's freedom is ensured.
Started in the morning at Joe Cool's on the promenade.
The protest then proceeded, making its way to the Ushaga Marine side, which is to my left. That is where then a short briefing convened, where various speakers were speaking to those who were part of the march, just informing them of, number one, what is the main reason why they have gathered here. They highlighted the fact that there are a number of petitions that are circulating and have already signatures over 250,000, and whichever petition that they find, they should sign and put their signature on it, because it will amplify their voice in being against this oil and gas exploration that will be taking place.
A new caravan with nearly 1,000 Central American migrants trekked north on Friday. In the heat of the Mexican sun, many took their children with them as they left Tapachula, a city bordering Guatemala, and marched for the town of Mapastepec, about 60 miles away. That's where they hoped to join other migrants bound for the U.S. Patience had run out for many in the group who say they want to leave Mexico. Local authorities had promised them paperwork in the form of humanitarian visas to settle in the country and work, but those haven't arrived. Mexico hopes the offer of visas would prevent more migrants from walking toward the U.S. border, but many are skeptical of such deals and Mexican authorities' ability to deliver on their promises.